Speaking of big men, and the best in the world, the welterweight champion, the pound-for-pound great, Terrence "Bud" Crawford. Tom Schwarz was born to a single mom, and it was his grandmother, Ellie Schwarz, who was greatly responsible for raising him. It is not often that an entourage in Vegas for a heavyweight title fight has the fighter's grandmother included, but Schwarz has had Ellie by his side throughout the week. He's an engaging personality. He was bullied at 12 years old. He says, "I was the fat, slow kid." And an older man took him to his son's boxing gym to gain self-confidence, to be more athletic. Fast forward, and here he is at 25. He's 24-0 with 16 knockouts, and he's about to fight for the title. He has shown great deference all week long to Tyson Fury, but he says, "I fear no man, and I know I can pull the upset." We have seen a recent shocker. Will we have another one? He has the look. He's nearly 6'6". He's 245 pounds. He's sturdy. He's athletic. He can punch. These are heavyweights. Anything can happen. And it's about to happen with the ring walk you are about to see. In the black cape, Tyson Fury is ready to make his way to the new next stage of his life, trying to be an American star and a global sensation with a $100 million deal. He is very well versed in boxing history. His family demands it. He's from nearly 2 centuries worth of fighters. The term Gypsy King, not just a nickname, a throne he sits on. The lineal heavyweight champion of the world, passing by the images of other lineal champions. You just saw Larry Holmes, who he honors tonight. The list goes on and on for Fury as he continues in that black robe. Michael Spinks, of course, who pulled one of the great upsets in heavyweight history. He is named after Mike Tyson. He was born premature, only weighed a pound. His father said, "He's a fighter. I'm naming him Tyson." And you see the placard of Iron Mike as he continues down. Vladimir Klitschko was the lineal champion who he dethroned in 2015 to become the man. He wants to be the greatest. And there is the greatest of all time, the great Muhammad Ali. And now comes the moment he says he's been waiting on, to showcase himself in Vegas. His first trip to this city, because he said, "I won't go to Vegas until I'm the man." Wait till you see this. He is going full Living in America, Apollo Creed, Rocky IV. The dance and all. James Brown rockin' Vegas, and Fury, the ultimate personality, goes from serious with the black robe to Apollo Creed. James Brown living in America. And he wants U.S. sports fans to feel he's their champ. Statement made. With 10 showgirls, with the original Rocky Balboa stars and stripes, and at 6'9", he simply steps. he plans for this to be the first of many. Remember, Deontay Wilder, the WBC champ, has acknowledged that they have agreed for the rematch in early 2020. Others say even beyond that next year that we will get a trilogy of the undefeated heavyweights. But for now, work to be done for Tyson Fury to maintain his status as the lineal heavyweight champion. Boy, is he loose, and boy, are we ready. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated in association with Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Tricia Morse-Jarman, Dave Moretti, and Dawn Trella. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing in a battle of unbeatens for the lineal heavyweight championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world on ESPN Plus and across the UK on BT Sport, live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, it's time for the Top Rank Boxing main event of the evening. Introducing to you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, presented in association with SES Boxing, entering the ring wearing black trunks with gold trim, hailing from Magdeburg, Germany. Standing at 6 feet, 5.5 inches, he weighed in at 245.5 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 24 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his U.S. debut, please welcome the longtime WBO Intercontinental title holder and the WBO #2 ranked world contender, introducing the undefeated Tom Schwarz. And his opponent across the ring, the defending champion, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red, white, and blue trunks, representing MGK Global and fighting out of Manchester, England. Standing at 6 feet 9 inches, he weighed in at 263 pounds. His record, 27 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, in his Top Rank and Las Vegas debut, he is making the 4th defense of his lineal heavyweight crown. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former unified world champion and the current popular, undefeated, and reigning lineal heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. And introducing our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Kenny Bayless.
Okay, gentlemen, trunks are good on both sides. Now listen, I went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you again to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck, touch them up.
Veteran referee Kenny Bayless, he's done it all in his career, including being the 3rd man inside the ropes in this very ring for Mayweather Pacquiao, and now he's here for Fury Schwarz. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward on the call here. Guys, at the weigh-in, Tyson Fury was calling Tom Schwarz a bum. He yelled in his face and said, "You're getting it, Tom. I'm knocking you out, and I'm doing it in 1 round." That is not Tyson Fury's typical form. He's a master chess player. What do you expect early?
Boxing, sweet science, lots of movement, off the long jab, 85-inch reach of Schwarz. And then he's going to set him up for the big boom, and that's the right hand that you were talking about, Dre.
For Tyson Fury, when you got big talk, we expect big walk. It's not just about winning tonight. It's about winning in style for Tyson Fury. And for Tom Schwarz, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. You don't know if you'll get another one against a fighter like this with the credentials that he has on this stage. He's got to take full advantage.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I like the jab to the body from Tyson Fury.
I like how effortless it is.
Nice and smooth. Oh, clip with a shot right there in between.
Good fast hands by Tom Schwarz.
By Tom Schwarz, yes. But going down to the body will slow down Schwarz and also drain some of the power he packs in that right hand over time.
Thing about Tyson Fury that's impressive is you see a heavyweight, you see a guy 6'9", 85-inch reach like you mentioned, Tim, and you expect him to throw everything hard.
No.
He has different rhythms, different cadences. He'll throw a soft punch, a blinding punch, and then he'll throw a sneaky right hand that you saw in the Wilder fight. If he lands that right hand flush, he can hurt Schwarz for sure.
Look at the feint right there. You see the response from Schwarz? When you feint a fighter and it responds, you kind of laugh inside, you know, secretly. And then you set him up for the punch, of the opening that you see. I saw just a second ago when Tyson Fury feinted Schwarz, he dropped his right hand. He brought it forward. Look for the left hook of Tyson Fury and the right hand to follow.
Fury successful with a right hand that split the guard moments ago. The constant movement, the ability, that jab, 85-inch reach as Schwarz tries to close the gap and drive down a right hand.
You see that angle that Fury takes. He leans to the back foot in the direction of the right hand. You know, Wilder had success with that right hand, landing it on the ear, on the temple of Tyson Fury. So he has to be careful. He has to correct that flaw.
Excellent work with the jab coming off the hip, utilizing that reach, that snap. Tried to turn it into a hook that time. Doubles it up, just constantly touching him, probing. There he is again, pumping that jab. 6'9", all that range.
Steady boxing from Tyson Fury right now. Not throwing combinations, not it's too early for that, but he's picking Tom Schwarz apart right now.
End of one successful work with the jab from Fury. And note the stool in the corner. Christina.
You're going to see tonight a taller stool in the corner for Tyson Fury. He had a custom 30-inch stool made for tonight's fight. This is the look at the difference between the standard 18-inch stool, which you've seen every fight in the corner, and you'll see in the corner for Schwarz. This is the custom 30-inch stool. They had to have this stool approved by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. They approved it, they painted it red, and all 6'9" of Tyson Fury will be very comfortable in between rounds.
Thank you, Christina. And in typical form, Tyson Fury says, I don't need the stool.
He's standing.
He is standing, and he is standing opposite one of the young emerging stars in the sport, and that is his trainer, Ben Davison. Ben Davison trains 2 world champions. He's only 26 years old.
It just shows you what type of shape Tyson Fury's in. And he's coming out southpaw. That's what I'm talking about, the Terrence Crawford of the heavyweight division. Smooth in the southpaw position as well.
So now
Tyson
Tom
Fury.
Schwarz, who had to deal with that effective jab in that first round from Tyson Fury when he threw 45 jabs in that first round, now has to deal with the right hand sitting right on top of him. The southpaw jab that Fury will also turn over into a right hook. Straight left came behind it that time.
Fury just giving a different look early. You know, you worry about him switching southpaw because of the right hand of Schwarz.
Uppercut from Tyson Fury. Comes in with a left hand. Just missed with the right hook. But the uppercut was effective. Comes with a lead that time. And now he has Schwarz thinking about all the weaponry.
Schwarz is slow on his feet, trying to get in position to land something on Fury. Fury just keeping him on the outside. Nice steady movement from Fury.
Oh, there's a good left hand. Schwarz tries to fire back. And just like that, Tyson Fury turns the tables and lands a right hand at distance.
Tom Schwarz hadn't even adjusted to the first thing that Tyson Fury was doing in the first round. Now he's giving him a different look from the southpaw position. A lot of trouble on the shoulders of Tom Schwarz right now.
This is what makes this division so fascinating. Deontay Wilder is the biggest puncher in the sport. He has dynamite in his right hand. But Tyson Fury is among the most complete fighters in boxing, let alone that he's 6'9", 265. How about that left hand? And now he's got both gloves down at the hips, and he is just punking Schwarz. Coming off the hip, he knows he's in control. Look at Schwartz's nose. Blood is already streaming down here with still a minute to go in round two. Fury's in complete control.
This is brilliant boxing from Tyson Fury. Changing angles, coming up the middle with a nice short uppercut, splitting the guard.
Schwarz trying his best. Look at Fury! What unbelievable upper body movement defensively. 4 punches missed with the head movement. He's got everything here in this second round going. And now a combination punching, and Schwarz goes down. This is a master class right now.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Okay? Come with me.
Can he finish off this sensational second round? Here comes the champ. Right hand, left hand, in the corner. Schwarz is in trouble. Big man's blasting away. He's taking huge punishment.
Gotta get in there.
10 seconds left. It's over. TKO victory. And still, welcome to Vegas. His Vegas debut, and he's a showstopper. As brilliant a second round as you will see. And Tom Schwarz was badly, and I mean badly damaged. He comes out in the first round and throws all the jabs. He switches stances, dominates every facet of the game, offensively, defensively, and when it was time to act like a closer, he was a bulldozer. Many have said that we are entering a new golden era of the heavyweight division. There is life again. We have great competition, brilliant upsets that we've seen. And Deontay Wilder and this guy, of all, Tyson Fury, stand atop it. A kiss from his wife, Paris, who has stood by him through so much. The layoff, the battles with depression, the weight gain, and now one of the ultimate comebacks, not just in sports, but in life. Tyson Fury was brilliant. Let's make it official. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 54 seconds in round number 2. A referee in charge, Kenny Bayless, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the undefeated, reigning lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
He told him yesterday, he flipped the switch and said, Tom, I'm getting ready early. Did he ever? Guys, you were jaw-dropped by his boxing ability of turning out of the corner.
It's a big man moving. We talked about this in the build-up of the fight. You don't see 6'9" men moving like that. Offense and defense. It's no fun when you get hit and you can't get nothing back. And that's the position Tyson Fury puts most of his opponents in.
Beautiful work, stepping around right there. Now look at the head movement here from Tyson Fury. Make him miss, make him miss. 3, 4.
I mean, this was truly a master clinic.
Master clinic
this
right
one
here.
single round is everything
that body
a
shot
top
with you.
boxer is supposed to be.
And here's the knockdown. Tyson Fury, he smells blood. He's a vet. He's been here before. Tom Schwarz hasn't. And he's feeling the power. Every shot that's landing right now is a death blow from Fury, and down goes Schwarz.
Crumbled goes Schwarz. Here's another look at the knockdown. Look at this combination. That right hand was brutal. Absolutely brutal. And then the end of the fight with the sustained strafing attack to the head and the punishment. And you can see veteran referee Kenny Bayless giving it a peek.
But look at the angles. Look at the distance. He controls distance. He knows what he's doing. Little stiff arm right there. And 3, 4 right hooks. My goodness.
Beautiful finish from Tyson Fury. He didn't rush it. He only loaded up when he had Schwarz in a compromised position. I think he might have broke the nose of Tom Schwarz.
Yeah.
The way the nose was bleeding abruptly and the amount of blood that came out.
It was
Beautiful
an instant waterfall of red going down the middle of the face. And the Gypsy King is king of the heavyweights, the lineal champ. 20th knockout of his career, 28 wins. He said earlier this week, I'm going to get rid of him, and then we're going to party. It's going to go deep into the night with this crowd, that's for sure. Let's go up to Bernardo.